natural disasters, climate change, overcrowding. Big problems demand even bigger solutions. It's a new era for engineering. We can build our way out of anything. In Chicago, there's no room to grow, but an underground city could house thousands. This is mega engineering.
Welcome. Please enter your floor. Minus 78. Going down. This is a Chicago Underground City Express elevator with direct connections to all residences, shops, and offices below level 50.
Chicago, Illinois, the nation's third most populous city, an iconic skyline, and an urban grid teeming with the daily rhythms of city life. But Chicago is a victim of its own success. 2.8 million people call it home, which means this great metropolis is under a daily assault. Almost 7 million commuters move in and out of the city every weekday. Even the suburbs, once an antidote to the chaos of city life, are clogged with traffic.
Despite the improvements in the interstate highway system, the traffic is still growing. In fact, there is, as in all major cities, there's an hour delay at rush hour.
When it comes to traffic, the second city is second only to New York, costing Chicagoland residents nearly 1 week per year of lost time, and the local economy over $4 billion annually. When suburbanites finally make it downtown, they find the L, one of the nation's oldest, busiest transit systems, bursting at the seams. Unable to expand to accommodate a growing ridership and an ever-widening definition of rush hour.
Well, the subway and L stations are only built for 8 cars, so therefore to increase the capacity in the system, it would be necessary to increase the size of the stations, and that would come at a very great expense.
Undeveloped land around the city is scarce, so growing out is no longer an option. And with downtown real estate at a premium, the city needs a drastic, some say groundbreaking, solution. Chicago, already home to some of the nation's tallest buildings, will have to build down. Imagine an underground city directly below the Loop, over 1,300 feet deep, containing nearly 100 floors of apartments, offices, parks, and more. Room enough for tens of thousands of people to live, work, and play. It's the best solution to the Windy City space crunch.
Quite clearly, you can get more people doing something or living or whatever you want to do in this underground space, where now you have very limited space on top.
It's an undertaking so big, so innovative, that it will usher in a public works project of unparalleled dimensions, challenges, and dangers. It will require excavating over 230 million cubic yards of rock, construction crews laboring tirelessly below millions of Chicagoans, to build living spaces with new methods of ventilation and lighting, to ensure that the city beneath Chicago succeeds. It won't be easy, but it may be necessary. Expanding underground is a solution that's becoming more plausible, with the emergence of new techniques to make living underground a reality.
All this is technologically doable. It comes then very quickly down to what is the other side of engineering, is what does this cost and how long does it take to build.
Chicago is an ideal place for this bold experiment. From the ashes of the Great Fire of 1871, the city grew to become the epicenter of an architectural revolution, spawning the first skyscraper in 1885 and hosting the most influential World's Fair in history in 1893. By building underground, Chicago will cement its reputation as one of the most forward-thinking cities on the planet. But it may not be the first. Amsterdam is already proposing to make space below ground where none exists above. In this Dutch city, where streetcars, pedestrians, and 550,000 bicycles compete for space along narrow streets, the volume of cars is a growing problem.
Because Amsterdam is a nice historical town and there is a lot of traffic in the town, you cannot enjoy the town because everywhere there's traffic on the channels, there's traffic on the quays, everywhere there's traffic.
Ancient city planners never foresaw a day when their picturesque byways would be overrun with automobiles. Today, there's a movement to get them off the streets. But to do that, while still maintaining Amsterdam's historic charm, it has to look towards a signature feature of its historic past: the city's canals. Amsterdam is already proposing to make space below ground where none exists above. The plan? A network of underground complexes built beneath the city's 65 miles of iconic waterways.